Hey folks, just recording an intro here for the work I did, the corresponding uh, videos that will show up here after this, but just giving an intro, kind of what I was doing today and why. So I was trying to figure out some numbers so I can figure out actual site indexes of this tree, or I should say not trees, but getting site index for trees. But the reason for getting them is for this site to see like what is the best way we should manage it moving forward, because we've had a lot of issues with this site as it's been getting cut, because a lot of dead balsam, a lot of dead spruce. There's a lot of extra slash. So how do we manage it? Things like that. And so a couple things on what we're going to choose and what we spend money on to actually try and keep it moving forward in the best productivity and stuff for the site kind of revolves around kind of getting these numbers and knowing like what should we actually spend money on versus the aspen versus the pine. Is it worth doing kind of a combination of both? Definitely, is it spruce? We're going to not do spruce or very little of it and let it just be natural, whatever does come in, just because of spruce budworm and stuff. So not trying to eliminate spruce from the landscape, but at the same time, minimize it so if the next budworm outbreak happens before we get to this point of actual rotation age. Just point out these stands rotation age is more 65, 70 years old. We're cutting it at, the numbers came out as 52 years old. So we're cutting it almost 20 years early because of this outbreak from in the spruce areas of this. So we're trying to start over and how we're best going to start managing it over so we reduce this risk then moving forward. So that's really what these numbers are about. So hope you enjoy. One little tidbit on the aspen tree that got hung up. I forgot to hit the record again about how I got it to roll out of there. So that's just cut a hole into the bole of the tree so I can put a stick in there and then rotate it and turn it off of the tree that's stuck in. It works. That's a good thing you can do with when a tree's stuck into a conifer or hardwood stuck into a conifer. It's not something the way you can do it that would work when it's crotched up in a hardwood tree, because it's got more of a V, so it's not going to roll out of there. So that you have to figure out a different way to pull it or anything. Generally, better, safer way to do that if it's hung up in an actual hardwood tree is to, in that case, usually get pieces of equipment to pull it out of there and stuff like that versus rolling out here like I did. Unfortunately, I just didn't take and capture that on video. Probably should have, because folks probably would have liked to see that and how I do that. And it's good way to do it. There's still risk with that because you got to cut the whole tree free, of the hinge and everything like that, so it's free floating there. And yeah, it's just a whole different thing. So if I ever come across that situation again, I'll try to make sure I take a video of it so you guys can actually see it there. So with that, hope you enjoy. forgot to turn the camera back on. So yeah, I had a D-tape malfunction there, but so 69 feet total, 68 feet cut there. There's still about 12 inches left on the ground that you didn't see me measure. Or I shouldn't say 12 feet, 12 inches of the stump. And then on there, the scrunch is right at 30 rings, and then there's another 17 after that. So there's a total of 47 rings. So what I need to go back is check this, see what that's like for site indexes here for aspen. How good is that and whatnot. So my rough calculation would be that it's not bad. It's going to be mid to upper 60s here. Believe my ring count is right around there. I'm going to see if I can find some plantation records to know for sure, but it's anywhere from 47 to about 50 rings. So that's how pretty easy site index, if it is 50 rings, puts it at right there at the 69. So I'm going to recount this again and just double check what the ring count is, but that's what it should be. It's right around that ballpark. Just a correction there, I did another ring count, and easier, a little bit of spot to actually count it all the way through, and then checked it on the other side. I actually got right at 51. So my site index, yeah, is going to fall in the upper 60s here for aspen. That's pretty much where it's going to be at. So, excuse me. Plus, I should be probably adding at least one more age for not having anything at 0 there, roughly speaking. So, 51, 52. So that's what gets me right in that upper 60, because 69 feet tall with that. So yeah, we'll figure out that, but definitely gonna be upper 60s. So not a bad stand for having aspen grow.
All right, now I got my work one. I should say personal one actually. Now it's probably become my work one for a while. So let's get some measurements here. See what we got for length. All right, total length there was 72 and a half. And I think whereabouts here, I think we're about 8 or 9 inches on the stump yet. Yeah, 0.8. So yeah, another 9 inches or so. So just over 73 feet tall. So now we'll get to counting and see what we got there for total number of rings. Right there's 30. Got about, I counted 49 here, all the way to the center. It is nice and clean, so easy to read there. I don't think I need to recount, but I will. Plus, probably 2 or 3 to get to this height for starting a real ring and stuff. So, yeah, that puts it at right around that 52, the 52 mark here again, 51, 52, like the aspen was. So things are adding up. Pine is taller here, so that's a good sign. Definitely likes to seem to be pine ground. And at least on a positive note, this tree, wide open, fell a lot easier. I don't know why that one got so hung up. It should have enough weight with the dead limbs. I thought that would bust through no problem, especially going with the wind and everything today, but that's what happens. Oh well, so we'll count again here and just double check it. Yeah, yep, 50. So 50 plus 1 plus 2, somewhere in there. Yep. So definitely same numbers. Just missed a ring that I took a better look right there and stuff. So missed a couple of rings right on the outside. So good thing I did a double check. So 50 total rings plus that 1, maybe 2 to get up out of this height and actually have a ring count. So I think with that said, I think I like 52 based on what the Aspen was with the ring count and what this ring count is telling me. So total of 52. That's what I really like for a ring count. So we use 52 age, and this will be just over 73, and that one's at 60, 69. So yeah, cool. We'll see what it is. So clearly though, based on those quick numbers, knowing that the ages are the same and this height being more consistently, that's likely. That tells me we should definitely encourage more pine than the aspen. We'll see how this whole mess goes from there and how we try to finish managing this site.